but didn't manage to get a defensive pass interference. So take me through that situation as a defensive back where you're in trail, ball's in there, you know it's coming. How'd you know to get your hands up at the right time to point that ball?
It was more like not panicking. So as soon as the receiver puts their hands, usually when the receiver comes, their eyes get big or like their hands go up. So when their hands go up, you want to kind of mirror their hands so whether you think the ball is going to come to and kind of like break away the hands away instead of just going for the ball. Because sometimes if you just go for the ball, you can miss and they can still catch it. But if you usually rake out the elbow or rake out one of their hands, it'll be a way harder catch to make.
JaCorey, yeah, sometimes these things get glossed over a little bit, but I believe that was your first career start. When did you find out, and was your family there to be able to see it, and just when did you know, and how did it feel to be first on the field?
I really didn't know. I just used to come out there and play every day, so I really didn't know I was going to end the first to start at the beginning. Sometimes we might come in different packages, so you could have started on a reg and I would have been on the field. But instead we started on nickel, so I was the first one on the field. And yeah, my mom was there. She was pretty happy. She was pretty happy to say so herself, so she was there.
JaCorey over here, I guess, what's it like in that situation, that football game where you're rotating in and out? How do you stay hot? How do you stay mentally locked into the football game as a rotational player, essentially?
Being here at Georgia, they teach you how to focus for a longer time. So during fall camp, we have longer meetings. So your focus stamina needs to be really a lot and really good as to when you get in the game. So you need to focus on what package is being called, when you're in, where you're out. So as long as you be able to like lock in onto what you need to do, you'll be fine.
Yeah, Saturday was KJ Bolden's first game. What'd you see out of him and how he handled things out there?
KJ, like a lot of our other freshmen, they're really developed. I would say that this fall camp, this past spring, has like the kids that came in early have been really developed, and they're doing great as they're coming into this program, into this like family and culture.
Corey, what does it do for y'all's defense to have a guy like Malachi, who we see back there at safety, obviously played some at star, just having a guy with that versatility and being able to make plays like he does?
The thing about having defense like Georgia is somebody's always going to make a play. Like usually there's one D lineman, linebacker, safety, a corner, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to make a play. So it's more like you're kind of expecting someone to make a play.
You guys didn't give up a touchdown. You finally got to hit somebody else, as opposed to being in camp and hitting on each other. So just with a game under your belt, kind of where do you guys feel like you stand? How did it go? What still needs to be worked on?
So we have a saying here. It's called going to the doctor. So today we're coming today, watch Clemson, clean some things up that need to be cleaned up, then worry about the next game. We can't focus on Clemson too long because that'll be bad.
Corey, we got to see a lot of Arian Smith on Saturday making plays. What's it like going up against a receiver like Arian and the challenge he presents as a defensive back?
Going against a receiver like Aaron,
yeah.
Speed, speed kills. But like a lot of our receivers on our team, a lot of track guys that come and play Georgia football. So you get used to running around with kids like that or guys like that eventually. But yeah.
Yeah, Dan Jackson's been here a long time. How has he, in some way, helped you become a better player, become a better person?
Dan is one of the people I can go to if I ever need any questions, any conversation about coverages. I can call him anytime of the night. He'll pick up. But Dan Jackson is a seasoned veteran, I would say, and I say so myself. So we can come to him for anything, any questions, any concerns. You can go to Dan. He'll have them for you.
Yeah, JaCorey, you might have already talked about this in previous media availabilities, but talk me through your recruiting process. I know you were a camp kid that came up here and camped for the football program and received an offer and committed pretty quickly. Talk us through that camp process, man. How'd you end up walking away with an offer here?
I didn't come through a camp. I did a private workout.
So yeah, private workout.
A private workout. I think at the time it was Coach Adai and Coach Muschamp. I came here and did a private workout because I think that week before I had got Florida and some other school that offered me. Then Georgia offered me that we want to come see you work out. So I came up there to work out, and after my workouts, all the coaches are coming down from a meeting, and then they want to meet you. Then after that, I was like, all right, bet I'll come to Georgia.
JaCorey, as you stand here today, do you know anything at all about Tennessee Tech? And can you just talk about, playing the home opener, getting to play between the hedges after all the time you guys have put in since last season?
At the moment, no. We've been, like I said, we've been going to the doctor, so we haven't got to that part yet. We'll probably get to it a little bit later. But at the moment, no.
JaCorey, what's the biggest adjustment for you? We've seen you some at safety, we see you at star. What is the biggest adjustment you have to make when you're playing those different positions?
Star and safety, I would say they go hand in hand. Since I played safety first, it was a little bit easier to me to come in understanding of the star position. So I would say like this is being closer to the ball. You have to react a little bit faster to different things. Like safety, you come, pace yourself a little slower, come downhill, go over the top. But at star, you need to kind of think a little bit faster since you're so much closer to the ball.
JaCorey, now that you've been in the program for a couple of years, how would you describe kind of the growth and the mentality you guys in the locker room when you go week to week from different opponent to different opponent, specifically when you're going from one like Clemson, that's more high profile than a Tennessee Tech?
I would say it's more like you get better every week. We always have something we have to fix or something that can be improved on. So I would say we just have to have a goal to get better each week.
JaCorey, I want to ask you about assume nothing and kind of what that's meant to you. I saw a story where coach asked one of the players, name these guys. Do you know them? And the idea of we have to kind of start from zero. How have you experienced that? And then also just kind of how has that maybe impacted the team?
Wait, say the question one more time.
Sure. How have you experienced that mantra of assume nothing? What has that meant to you? And maybe how have you seen it impact your team?
Assume nothing. More like nothing goes as planned. So you don't want to assume everything's gonna go right because once you get on the field, something can go completely wrong, and you just have to get over and go through it and work through it with your teammates and your coaches on the sideline with the tablets or anything else. But I would say assume nothing means you can't always assume everything's gonna go your way. You have to assume that something's always bad is gonna happen, or just assume nothing at all.
How has that impacted the team, or how's the team receive that? You think?
Keeps everybody level-headed. You won't get too high in emotions, won't get too low emotions. So if you assume nothing, you just keep at a steady playing field.
Any more questions for JaCorey? Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks, JaCorey.